Welcome to Hazeltine Golf Club. The practice rounds are over. The opening ceremonies are over. The day one pairings are out for the first morning session. So let's just get right to it. Let's make some predictions and take a closer look at these matches. First match of the day, you've got a titanic matchup. Justin Rose, Henrik Stenson for Europe. Best combination they had in Glen Eagles, going up against Patrick Reed, Jordan Spieth for the U.S. That's the best combination the U.S. had at Glen Eagles. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, a couple surprises in the pairings. This was not one of them. I think this is the match that pretty much everybody on the premises here could have predicted that these four players were going to go out first. As you mentioned, both these teams were juggernauts in the last Ryder Cup at Glen Eagles. Rose and Stenson in particular, those guys were a machine. Played beautifully together. On the other side with Spieth and Reed, they opened at Glen Eagles. Decimated Stephen Gallagher and Ian Poulter, 5 and 4, and then played well together on Saturday. So I think these are the four players that we all sort of expected to go out first, and indeed they are. Yeah,
it's going to be a great show first thing in the morning. If you needed, as if the crowds wouldn't be fired up enough, that one should ignite things here first thing in the morning. Second match of the day, you've got Rory McIlroy and Andy Sullivan, Ryder rookie, right into the fire, going up against Mickelson and Ricky Fowler. Yeah. I love this matchup. As good as the first match is, I'm even more excited for this second matchup.
Yeah, it's a good one. And, Phil and Ricky, I think you could scratch your head a little bit about that one. I know they obviously like each other. They play a lot of practice rounds together. They get along well. Phil's alternate shot record is pretty dreadful, let's be honest. Ricky Fowler's has never won a match in a Ryder Cup. So these two guys together, if they don't go out and win or get half a point, I think Davis Love is going to have to answer some tough questions. And then, we got Rory and Andy Sullivan. A little surprising to see a rookie going out that early, but Darren Clarke sort of has nowhere to hide. He does have 6 rookies on his team. I think it's smart, obviously, to get Sullivan with a player who's obviously been around, who's not going to be rattled in Rory McIlroy. So it's a good matchup, but yeah, it'll be intriguing to watch.
All right, we should make some predictions as we do this. So match one, I've got Rose. I got Rose Stenson over Spieth Reed.
Yeah, I'll take Spieth and Reed.
Okay.
I think they got to get out there and do something early. So I like those two.
Match two, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Rory and Andy Sullivan in that match for the reasons that I said. I just think there's too many question marks over that other pairing. I think Rory's gonna lead Sullivan to that
I have Mickelson Fowler. I think it's an upset, so we have 1-1 through the first two pairings, but we have it reversed. Third group, Sergio and Keimer going up against Jimmy Walker, Zach Johnson.
A bit of a snooze. I mean, I think of the.
It's hard to follow those first two.
Of the whatever it's going to be, 40 or 50,000 people out here tomorrow. I think that will be the match that probably the fewest people will be following.
Yeah.
Little surprising to see Zach Johnson. Let's be honest, he hasn't done anything really since he won the British Open.
He's had a very bad season by his standards.
Yeah, he's struggling with his driver. He's not hitting fairways. Walker's obviously been playing nicely, but Sergio and Keimer, it's such an experienced team. We've seen what they've done in Ryder Cups past, so I got to like the Europeans in that match.
I've got them also. So we're both at 2-1 Europe so far out of the first three. And then the final match, you've got Peters, another Ryder Cup rookie, and pairing with Westwood. A little bit surprised it wasn't Willett. I wonder if maybe there's a strategy there to give Danny.
Expected to see Willett go out?
Well, I thought that would be the combination, would be Westwood and Willett. So maybe it's because of all the controversy that's been swirling around Willett for the last day. And then playing Dustin Johnson, Matt Kuchar. A sneaky good U.S. pairing from the 2012 Ryder Cup. They went 2-0. I've got DJ Kuchar in this one. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I like that matchup. I mean, DJ, he didn't play well at the Tour Championship. He's not coming in really, in his best form. But we obviously seen what he's done over the last 6 weeks or so. So that's a formidable team for sure. And then again, you see kind of a guy that people don't know about in Peters playing with Westwood, who Westwood in fact could become the winningest Ryder Cupper ever this week if he has a big week to take over Nick Faldo in total points earned. So, he's a leader obviously and a good guy to pair a rookie with.
So you've got 2-2 through the first session.
There you go.
I also have 2-2. So we gotta end with something a little more bold than that. Let's get what about the prediction for the whole event? Are you going U.S. or Europe on Sunday night?
I think it's going to be the U.S. I really do.
Really?
I think these crowds. I mean, we've seen it. I was walking around today just during a practice round. I mean, it's always electric, obviously, the Ryder Cup. I just think these crowds are going to will the U.S. team to a win. They're not going to let them lose. I think there's too many players who are just They've been fed up for a long time, but I think this time around they're gonna scratch and claw and find a way to get it done.
There's definitely a different kind of energy in the air this week. I mean, you look around, the stands, everything's red, white, and blue. The crowd is electric. The U.S. players want this so badly. Bud Light is for sale. $9 a pop.
$9 a cup.
So I brought a visual aid for my prediction. I felt like taking all this into account, it's only one option. Going with Europe.
You better put that away.
I know this looks like I'm flying the flag for. Looks like I'm flying the flag for Europe right now. It's not necessarily it as an American, but I just think there's something about the way the Europeans play this event that they have a way to play more relaxed, and they just find the way to make the putts in the end that matter. And I think once again, I think the task force and all the pressure that's on the U.S., I think it just adds up over time. And I like Europe to win a close one.
All right.
That's it from here. We'll leave it there. We'll be here all week at Hazeltine. We're looking forward to day one of the Ryder Cup. I'm picking Europe to win. Alan's got the U.S. We'll see you tomorrow.